as we can see the title of the video, it's gonna be one of those videos where I have to repeat something. I know fun I asked why school sucked so bad. Thing is, the reason that school always sucked is because there's always a lot of the kids crammed into one particular room. And I'm gonna be dedicating the amazing emphasis, but fuck it. Because kids are always packed into small rooms, like 15 to 20 kids being crammed into one small room, and if you still expect one teacher to give a kid about 12 to 18 kids per class. And the thing is that school foods are beginning to be terrible. Back in elementary school, school food was at least tolerable. But nowadays, the school food was revolting. Back when every Friday, the pizza was like these little packets of Tony. Like Tony's pizza, they always found in packages. There was always the bowl type. And that's such flat, disgusting shit. The thing is that the teachers don't even know what they're teaching anymore. The students are basically the same damn kid. The thing is, you'd always find a kid who you know what who you look at. It's always basically the same kid. You say like no two kids are the same. Thing is, one kid will be almost exactly to another. And there's always going to be that one bully. Nowadays, it doesn't stop on the school grounds anymore. Nowadays, it's for back when yesteryear it was just the kids shoving into lockers and punching square in the face because you sat in their desk. I'm beneath because nowadays I just whip their ass and then stab them 55 times the clip. When you go into high school, it's always the thing is I went to Peoria High School, which was also nicknamed Central, the pride of the city. Because they were full of ignorant, backwater stereotypes. And hell, 80% of them were stereotypes of stereotypes. Fucking. And even the teachers are sometimes stereotypical. And the thing is, students are either annoying as all hell or completely intolerable. And half the time they're little cocksuckers. Excuse me, the teachers are no better. But they expect you to do all those bullshit. They expect you to do homework, do work at home, and they pile here to here for one damn class, and think that physical education had no. Yeah, here's another thing. Physical education for Central High School. You have to do paperwork. When back then you had to play sports at your 99% the students were probably terrible at. As for principals, always expect you to be on time, and due to the economy, the schools are underfunded, and and everything is basically terrible. From something as trivial as food to something as important as the birds. To know back then, I don't know if it was that the schools were better back then. But back then, you could really school just pump out money for birds. Like they could have a surplus of birds back then. But nowadays, they must, in order to save money, they must bring back paper and birds that were still there since 50 years ago. Schools nowadays are getting terrible and terrible because the economy is going bad and the students are being assholes about it. I'm looking at PI and American high schools. The thing is, you have to go to sleep. You're expected to go to sleep at like what, 10, and wake up at like I'm expected to wake up at an impossible time. I know when it comes to work, you must wake up at some bullshit time. But thing is, that's on you if you want to go to some bullshit work hour. Like, seriously, if you want to be a dentist, you would have an interest in teeth or something. And you have to wake up at like what, 4 o'clock in the goddamn morning in order to go to work. Yeah, that's on you if you want to go to work at 5 o'clock in the goddamn morning. But I'm not downing people who want to be like a dentist or a doctor. Thing is, it's on you if you have to go to work at like 5 o'clock in the fucking morning. But no excuses that jobs actually expect to be up at like impossible hours and have irregular work happen, irregular business, sleep bullshit. And that's what I'm looking at. And the thing is, yes, some work, but as long as you tell them, hey, it's impossible for me to be waking up at anywhere from 1 o'clock in the morning to at least 10:30. If it was like 1 o'clock to what, 10, I'd be okay. But then let's say things from elementary school, you have to go be there 8:30, I think, 8:15. You'll get out 3:30, which is okay, but when it gets down to high school, 7:30 till 2 to 2:20. That's another bullshit. It's 7:30. You're expected to be there at 7. At class at 7:30. That's an irregular bullshit. Seriously, how are you expected to be at school at 7? That means, depending on how you height, you must be awake somewhere from 6 to 6:50, and be at school at somewhere at 7 at the very least. And thing is, at least since high school, don't know about other schools, high schools, because actually, I've been at PA high school for 4 years needed. Because you had to go from one class to another in 5 fucking minutes. Which, wouldn't be bad enough. It would be fucking easy if there wasn't 10 million students in the goddamn hall who force themselves to stop and talk to the friends we've got for 10 minutes. And if the classes weren't fucking far away. Once have I only once from the 4 years I've been at Central High School have I been late. That's gotta go from I gotta go from first floor up to the third floor. You know, it wouldn't be bad enough. But so if the class I wasn't so far away. Thing is, there's always a bully. No matter where you go, there's always gonna be some bully. Whether it's the teachers, the students, or any of the other staff members. And the thing is, when it comes to bullies, it doesn't stop at school anymore. Due to the internet, it stays. And another reason why I hate late school sucks is that 9 times out of 10, something bad will happen. Whether students one student commits suicide and or school shooting. Thing is, what school shooting? Thing is, 9 times out of 10, bullying and or school and or disorder and or some bullshit. And I don't pity. I may sound like an asshole here, but I don't pity you. Most of the time, I do not pity students. If a school shooting occurs, I do not pity the students. What I do pity is the shooter. Because think about it, the shooter was the one who was bullied. And for this Virginia Tech and Columbine, the guys was fucked up in the head. And am I the bad guy? No. The bad guy is mental disorder. And 5 times out of 10, bullshit. That's all I have to say today. Oh yeah, fucking friends. Friends who you only became friends with because your parents got mad because you didn't want to be that person's friend. That happened to me once. The thing is, because and here's the thing, friendship is like candy. You only want something that is good, correct? So why the fuck should you be friends with someone who's downright annoying? I know one person who is like that.